Hey guys, so I have my list ready because I'm going to my brother's this weekend, and I found that it's worked a lot better for myself to think about little things that I have to do a few days in advance rather than trying to pack and get everything ready the day before. So I have my list ready of things that I want to accomplish before going there because I also need his help for a couple of things. And I also find it's a lot nicer to come back to a clean home after you come back from a weekend away. So first thing on the list is I'm gonna start cleaning this area. So starting, of course, with the easy things like putting envelope wrappers into the recycling bin. This can go upstairs. Alright, that's looking a lot better again. So task 1, clean dining area, is complete. Now moving on to the next one of complete paper tasks. Alright, so the next task was to indeed complete some of the paper tasks, and in particular the most important ones that have more of a deadline, of course. I often find that it's so easy just to let papers sit on the table. You might even forget about them until you're really reminded that you have to do them. So then I like to use moments like this where I know I'll be away for that weekend, and so you don't have that excuse of, oh, I'll do it in the weekend. You have to do it now to get out of the way. And it just also means that when you come back from that trip, it's not something you have to think about as another task you have to do the next week. So I find that that helps a lot to just get those a little annoying admin tasks like this out of the way. Oh, see, this is a good example of why it's sometimes good to look at these papers, because here's a paper file that we didn't really completely understand what it's asking for, so I'm going to take this with me and then ask if my brother understands it. Here's another paper with some questions. I'm going to take that with me as well. This is also good motivation to finally look at these things and really try to get them done before leaving. So, for example, here, I'm going to try to just finally do that now. And then it also feels good that this is sent before leaving, so you don't have to think about it afterwards. Okay, just went to go grab one of these so I can really put the papers in there. And then just so I don't forget, I'm going to add it onto my planner to ask him about those papers. Okay, and now off to go do the gas meter thing. So yesterday I finally completed this task, and now it's nice that that's finally out of the way so I can put this back with the proper paper location. Alright, so my next task involves taking a picture of this laundry basket that I want to make a platform for, and my brother's very good at working with tools, so I just want to take some pictures of it now so I can show it to him and ask him what ideas he can come up with or how he would go about it so that I can start working on it afterwards. So I'll go take a picture of that and then at the same time put this back. So this is the laundry basket I was referring to. Okay, I think that should show enough of it. And then on the sides there's still some staples left on them, so I'm gonna see if he knows how to get rid of those. Okay, so that previous task, taking pictures of the laundry basket, is done. So now I'm standing in the kitchen so that I can move on to the next task. So I want to make him a fresh batch of granola, and I did this a few years ago for him and he really seemed to like it. It was quite a unique gift rather than just getting someone candles or plants. So I want to try recreating that again and hopefully follow quite a simple recipe. First up, gonna get on my supplies. So I want to try to make a sort of apple flavored granola. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the recipe I looked at yesterday. Everything seems well incorporated now, so now it's just about putting a baking sheet on the baking tray and then putting it in the oven. Okay, now as for the final ingredients, I want to add in a few coconut shreds and a few coconut flakes. Okay, so I think I'll just store it like so in the pen. I actually ordered an airtight container for cereals for him, so I'm hoping that will arrive tomorrow so I can transfer this into that and then gift this whole thing to him. So our bus leaves in a few hours and I have a couple of things to finish from the list. So I'm now continuing on to crossing things off of the list. So I did a bit of quick research and this one from OXO is highly recommended. And I usually find OXO's products quite good quality, so wanted to give it a try. But I'm just going to quickly clean this and then I can put the granola into this thing. And it'll be a nice way to package it all as one gift. Alright, everything is clean and so now all that's left to do is to pour it into here. Okay, perfect. I'm lifting it from the top and it's not coming out, so that's quite a good seal. Checking if it's fully closed. Okay, then I'm going to put it in this thing. Oh, it has cleaning instructions on the back, so I'm just going to neatly fold this and then add this, give this to him as well. Okay, I finished cleaning all the items, so now continuing on. Well, now that I'm in the kitchen, I may as well continue on with the rest of the other kitchen tasks. So I wrote down on the list, fridge food check, freeze items, but we're only gone for one night, so I think that'll be fine to do tomorrow or the day after, so just not going to do that now. Okay, next, pack some snacks and vitamins. I have this little container that I like to use for these things. Okay, that's also done. And then next up, run the dishwasher. Alright, so if I run the dishwasher now, then I can unload it tomorrow after we get back. Hairbrush, lip balm. Okay, I was gonna pack in this dress, but then I need different shoes with them, and I don't want to pack up extra shoes just for one night, so I think new plan is just to, if we go out for dinner tonight, I have a nicer top and a nicer cardigan that I can wear with it. So that will be the extra outfit, or I can also wear it tomorrow on the way back. Okay, I think I have everything. Please excuse the blanket drying here. Okay, but moving on to the rest of things to pack up. So, sunglasses and a sunglass case. That can go to the front. And I'll need my laptop. Okay, then I always bring an extra plastic bag with me for dirty laundry or wet clothes, something just in case. Useful to have. Okay, time to pack up the cereals. No time to pack it up properly, so this is just how we will get it. And then if we go into town or we go out for dinner tonight, I was thinking some bag like this looks a lot nicer than a backpack, so this is quite lightweight, so I'm going to pack up this in here as well. Okay, gonna clean up all of these items in a second. Okay, last on the list I wrote down to charge items and download shows to watch. The downloading shows are already done. And as for charging items, I'm just gonna charge my earbuds just a little bit more. and then my phone could use a bit more battery. These two back in here. Okay, my bag is getting quite full, so I'm gonna leave my planner behind. But for what I wrote down to do today and tomorrow, I'm just gonna take a picture of it. And then put this one upstairs. And I think everything is complete. Alright, charging items, check. And downloading shows, also check. And I think that's everything. I always still get a little stressed the day of packing because I always feel like it's so last minute. But I'm glad that I gave myself enough time for those last minute tasks when you're just rushing around the house, trying to get everything quickly done. But we still have half an hour to spare, so I'm just gonna chill out a little bit and then we can head out. So we made it back a few days ago. We had a lovely time visiting my brother in Utrecht. And so now since I'm back and I didn't have the time to do it before leaving, I quickly just want to get this last task out of the way, and that is to look into the fridge of items that need to be either consumed or frozen or flown away if it's really past the expiration date. I know that I'm not going to finish these 4 packages before they go off, so I want to store some of them in the freezer. Don't just put them in the freezer like this, because then they'll all stick together. It'll be hard to get out just 1 to 2 slices that you might want to take out instead. So what I like to do is, and so since I have 2 different kinds, I made 2 different labels, and I'm going to add them on 2 of these packages. Okay, so the 2 labels having made, I basically just wrote chicken and ham on the other one, and expiration dates. And then I'm a big fan of using these plastic dividers to help separate them so they don't stick together. I know that I'll need a few more, so I'm just going to simultaneously cut a few more together. Okay, and then you basically just want to lay them out. And then you just want to continue doing that. And then close it up, and then that one is ready to go. And now I'll repeat the process. Just putting these 2 in the freezer takes up a lot less space than these 2 things like this. So now this can go into the trash. Alright, this is almost done. And now lastly, for that pulled pork pie, I'm just gonna put this into a big Ziploc bag like this, so that the paper packaging is protected and you can afterwards read the instructions on how to cook it. Alright, and so now that extra task is done, and I'm going to put these into the freezer. Now I actually did get around to asking my brother for ideas on how to make that platform for the laundry basket, and he came up with an idea that I would have not thought of. So if I just had this, I would completely forget what this is and probably also forget about this idea. So I'm just going to quickly take a picture of the best example that he gave me and then add in the caption a little comment on what he suggested that I could do. Alright, and so now this can also be placed upstairs by the scrap paper. And I think that completes it with all the tasks that I had to do before and afterwards, planning on going to visit my brothers. So I hope that it gave you a little bit of an insight or tips on what you can do for some last minute planning. When I know that an upcoming visit is approaching, then I like to plan a few days in advance and think about what do I need to get done before leaving, so I can plan accordingly. So if you're into more organizational tip videos like this one, then I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. Other than that, I want to say thank you for watching. Have a lovely weekend. Adios.